on, buddy. Come on. What? Come on, water. Stay up there. Stay up there, bro. Salutations, Lily. How we doing, Leo? Merry freaking Christmas, random. I hope your Boxer's Day is going well. I believe for you it's actually my little brother's birthday. Come on, buddy. Yep. And waiting on the weed man. That's a good time. Hopefully sooner than later. Double tap the screen, peeps. Appreciate that, random. Okay, up. And my fingers are cold. It's like 20 degrees out right now. Or it's real freaking chilly. Guy. That's not safe, bro. I want to do complicated things so I can drop it a whole bunch, man. Said 45 minutes. It's been an hour. I'm sorry, Sabrina. I lied. I was on the phone with my dad. For Christmas. And Gaga's gonna be going off for a bit. How was your Christmas, Ethan? It was pretty dang good. We made some banana bread. Life is pretty dang hard to complain about. If you got banana bread, it's always a good day. How about a small wooden gate for Gaga when you're flipping? I don't know where, because he can move all around on the counters. All the counters are you can get just about anywhere. How we doing, JFK? That's awesome, Ethan. That's what I'm saying, Lily. Freaking who's gonna complain about banana bread? Welcome in, JFK. How we doing, Pause for Pot? Dr. Phil is here. Get a girl in that bed. Man, I ain't focused on that. I want a girl right here in my heart before I get her in my bed. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. You too, JFK. Kind of dog. I have one dog. He's a spaniel of sorts. I believe Cocker Spaniel and King Charles mix. But he looks just like a Cocker Spaniel. It's he's a spitting image of one. Love the beanie. Thanks. I also love this beanie. It keeps me warm, that's for sure. Your cut already healed? No. We're gonna do our best to not get another one tonight. Merry Christmas to you, silly scars. You accidentally... I did not, Smokey. So I freaking love your name. Is that like inspired by Smokey the Bear? Because I'm a fan of Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear's... He's got a real good message, honestly. Smash the likes, peeps. That's what I'm saying, random. How we doing, Hunter Yo-Yo? The rabbi bit it off. Yeah, only you can prevent forest fires, so act accordingly. Man, I hope my hands are gonna get warmed up. standing real freaking close to my heater. In fact, it's almost burning part of my leg. Smokey the Blunt, Smokey the Blue Tick Coonhound. I have both. And you got a Blue Tick Coonhound. You're monetized. I freaking appreciate you, Black Mirror. You're a freaking legend. But that gets me pretty far in the bus. Or like that's an entire freaking meal. An entire fat meal nonetheless. First dono, cheers. Legendary. Yeah, no problem. Hey. He's pretty freaking incredible. Did you receive anything for Christmas? No, not really. I don't really have things. I don't really like things. All I ever need is food and diesel. And I don't have an address to send anything to anyways, so that makes it pretty difficult. That's awesome. I appreciate that. This was actually a Christmas present from my grandma one year. If we can give a little support to our guy here, he can continue to show us around the country. Flipping the whole way. I can certainly do something like that, random. You got a big bed and a dog, you're living the life, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, having a queen size bed, it's the biggest bed I've ever owned actually, and it's a vehicle. Which is not bad at all. She's still around. I send all packages and applications for girlfriends to me. I'll start through. Random, could you do that? Could you do that? We'll see if there's I'm sure there's a crazy excess of ladies that want some dirty boy in a bus who plays with knives all day long. You got a double. I'm pretty sure in my last van I had a double. I didn't steal your bus, Lily. I've had it for years now. Is it full-size bus or short? It is the short bus. You are basically sitting right at the very front of it. I have some little cupboards. I set the phone in for this. Jake, I freaking appreciate that, man. And it's your first on a live stream, dude. That's sensational. I really appreciate that. $20. That's more than I've consumed food today. Morning, bro. How we doing? Staying slaw. My next build. Yeah, Leo sent me actually pictures of his build. It's he's got something pretty cool going on. He's certainly put some time into designing it. My next build, I think I'm going to get a empty truck body. Building out a box for the back. I've seen those. That seems pretty freaking smart. Just do like the old school where it's $20. I appreciate the freak out of that though, Jake. That's a good amount of money. But yeah, Leo, if you did like a Like how a lot of people make their own custom truck beds. Or like the flatbeds. Just pull the back off and make your box entirely from scratch. I feel like that would be very, very satisfying. How we doing, Khalil? Stick that in the counter. I have nice tabletops, man. I don't want to do that. I already have enough from flipping right here. I have dings all over this edge right here. But it is... It's like the nicest part of my bus is having all the hardwoods from Minnesota. Merry Christmas. Do you ever make your banana bread? I did make my banana bread. The intentions is to enlighten as a Christmas gift to everyone who still wants it later. I'm going to make banana bread French toast and enlighten the world to how beautiful that is as a thing. Leo's forklift certified. Appreciate that. Contugan. Shout out for me. Yeah, shout out Khalil. You from Minnesota? I am from Minnesota. Merry Christmas, Micah. Minnesota, eh? Don't you know? I made cookies today, peanut butter, molasses. That sounds freaking fantastic. You're not in a cold state? Well, in theory, I'm not. I was talking to my dad who lives in the mountains of Montana, and where I'm at, it's colder than him. So, Duluth, Minnesota is awesome. I used to always... And that's freaking awesome. I like... Duluth is certainly one of the best locations if you're ever visiting Minnesota to go to. And that whole, like, North Shore Drive for Lake Superior is fantastic. That's a freak ton of money, Khalil. You can get a freaking school bus with that amount of money, dude. Yo, how we doing, KC? Do you ever accidentally cut your hands doing that? I do. I've poked it once tonight, and then in the last 12 minutes. I sliced myself pretty good last night. Need to bring it to Buffalo, New York. I like New York. That'll be in the plans. How we doing, Lincoln? Do you live in the bus? I do live in the bus. How we doing, red-blooded American? I am also a red-blooded American. I hope you can tell by the fact that I live in a school bus and I'm playing with knives right now. Wearing a Mexican sweatshirt. What do you really think he's barking at? Sabrina, you already know the answer to that one. Whose dog is barking? That is my dog. Is it warm? It's warming up. I just started the heater right when I started this live, so my fingers are finally getting nice and toasty. I thought school buses in America were armories on wheels. What you flipping right now? We got the Hayes Tech Jesus Devil. Coyotes. His bark hasn't switched. Usually I can tell when his bark freaking switches. Because, I'll know when something's around. How did you learn? A lot of YouTube tutorials and a lot of slow motions. What state are you from? I am a Minnesota boy. Saving for a road bike. New badminton racket. That's nice. a bike is a freaking heck of a vessel. My bus has a 1/4-inch AR steel plate installed in soft Kevlar. That's freaking awesome, Scotty. I hope you're not you're telling the truth. Hey, I appreciate you, Daniel. You are freaking amazing. Heck yeah, I'm a Minnesotan too. That's incredible. Great state to be from. It gets aggressive. He'll add a little growl into the bark. And a loaf of toast. I mean, all that sounds nice. Leo got it. Do you like beans? I do like beans. They aren't my favorite, but I do have a nice stockpile on them in case of emergencies. I try to keep enough rice, beans, potatoes, and canned meats so that if shit goes real awry, I am still doing alright. Minnesota and then Japan. That's freaking awesome. He's a good boy then? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a desert stray at one point. So he's the best of dogs to have, especially doing something like this. You want back in, bro? Did you spook off everything you need to spook off? Nope. You haven't eaten any banana bread? I got enough banana bread to share. And Ethan, how you doing? You're early. Welcome, Victor. Welcome, Victor. Aloha from Hawaii. I freaking love Hawaii. I've never been there, but my brother did, and makes me want to ship the bus there and just like live there forever. What did you do for lunch? Often I have no contact. Oh, you're asking for my average American lunch. A lot of times I'll eat pancakes. Sometimes just like piece of sourdough bread and like some sardines. I like breakfast foods a whole bunch, so I eat that all the time. Usually some sort of meat. Some sort of meat though. Dog looks happy. He's freaking happy. Night Eyes is a character. Oh man, $10. I appreciate you, man. My girlfriend of 7 years isn't talking to me as much. We fought in October. It hurts. Nothing. Do is helping us talk more. This is long distance and I miss her. She's North Cali and I'm in South. Come on. That's. I hope you're dealing with that well, man. That certainly does not sound like the most ideal situation. I mean, if she's not talking to you as much, she could just need some space to, if she wants to have some serious conversation, maybe she just needs time to construct it in her head so she doesn't say it wrong or anything else. Come on. Yeah. Oh, back. Yeah, I hope everything works out with your girlfriend, dude. I cannot imagine that's the easiest to deal with, but I'm sure you'll figure out a way. Okay. Oh, Gaga's begging for food because he filled his bowl. He finished his bowl. Were you the Mod and Go stream earlier today? I was at it, name. I was. I'm a fan of Ghost. He's a real cool guy. Bus tour. I'll give a quick bus tour while I fill up the dog food. Yeah, we got dirty stove and oven right there. That's where I store all the food and other things. We got the fridge, some freaking bananas in the hammock with some tomatoes. Sink, storage under there. That's where I keep his dog food. More storage. I actually have a kendama. Let's see if I use that. This is where I keep my freaking glamorous poop bucket. All that. More storage all around. And I try to stay in locations I never have to set my curtains up, but I do have curtains. Hey, Rick Montana, I appreciate you. Do a backflip. I cannot do a backflip, man. I need water or something to do it over. I can't do it on hard ground. I probably have the strength, but I don't have the balls to do it. That's terrible. Where to go. Ever try a sardine omelet? I have not. What makes it worse is I finally bought the ring to propose, but now she's not ready. That's real rough to deal with, man. I hope things turn out all right. That is, I'm sure you'll figure out a way to deal with it. And the universe will always lead you right where you need to be. Yeah, I think things will all work out. You can see the blade. You can see the blade. We got the Haystack Jesus Devil. You can see how wicked of a hollow grind that is. And it can very easily shave hair right now. So it's kind of spooky. So you're out of your car, throw it out of your car. Sorry, Brandy, I ain't gonna do that. Maybe this one. Maybe I'll throw this one out there, but I just sharpened this one, so I'm trying to preserve the edge. How we doing, Ben? Hey, on my Roku TV, what a legend. Watching me on TV. Does that make me a TV star in someone's world right now? In Ben's world right now? What is your average monthly cost to live like this? I'm pretty good on $1,000 a month. A little more than that, things certainly get more exciting. But $1,000 a month is kind of what I aim to do all the time. Sometimes it's just slightly lower than that, sometimes it's higher than that. How we doing, Dan? You're a movie star. How many mods you got by now? I think I have like 4 or 5. Yeah, I have 5. Say one cuss word. Frick. Dude, I've seen 3 portals. Dan? That is wild. Where at in the world are you? Get a job. Jeffrey. That's one way to do it. Yeah, frick. That's how I feel about my finger right now, dude. Frick. No, I keep doing Merry Christmas though. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Where is Dan? Hermantown, Minnesota? You're getting portals up there? I mean, that kind of makes sense. Got a glimpse of 2 entities too. That's wild. Like light or dark ones? Gosh, diggity darn it, say one cuss word. I'm trying not to, man. It'll slip out later. Eventually. I'm not good at it, but I'm not going to do it upon request. One was all black. Dark ones. I've actually never seen one of the light ones, but I've heard of them. That is the type I prefer to see. Did they instill like a fear in you when you saw them? Or was it you get like the non-dangerous vibes from them? Yes and no. Watching a stream always makes me feel like I want to grilled cheese. The indoctrination is working, Reds green. Reds greens. Where are you in the world? In the United States. The dog ones are scary. I freaking believe that. I've never actually seen one like that. They say the black dogs always show up to people when they've been driving too long. I wonder, is there something going on in your life where that it might have been something like that? How we doing, Ollie Raleigh? I'm not too hurt. Play Scooty Toilet or get a job. What's your favorite trick? I am a big fan of these like parabolics. But anything. These parabolics I'm pretty decent at. And they are very fun to do. Okay, come on. Come on. Get up. We are still bleeding. First time on your channel, this is a great channel. I like what you live. Always wanted an RV. I mean, I recommend doing this to anyone it calls to. The school bus life or van is always pretty sick. You did not miss the banana bread French toast. Don't cut yourself again. I'm trying real hard not to. I was talking about Jesus with my family and went outside and they were... Dang, 20 yards is freaking close. That, do you have any speculations on why they reveal themselves to you? Or do you see them all the time? You in a spaceship, pretty much. 'Tis my friggin' vessel to travel both space and time. I know Jesus has my back, so it's whatever. Yeah. It's crazy what having him by your side, what it really protects you from. How you deal with anger and sadness. This too shall pass. I don't really get angry too often, but when I am, I just kind of sit in the feeling and recognize what it really comes from. Because anger is a secondary emotion, so usually it's coming from something else. Okay, come on. We love you, Brandy. Just chill with the whole spam thing. Been practicing Bally for 2 days, working on the double rollout and wrist pass because they're basically the opposite rotation. Going well so far. I feel like the Bally's fun. That is awesome. Those are absolutely fantastic fundamental movements. And once you can do that, you can learn like the thumb rollover, and that wrist pass certainly helps with that. Show your finger cut. I try not to show any gore, and I've sucked most of the blood away. It is a bleeder. Merry Christmas and have a safe night. Take care of your doggy. I'm taking good care of him. He wants to go outside again right now. But he's just going to keep barking, so I'm going to give him a few minutes before I actually let him out. Should I start with the fake butterfly knife for beginners? I would really recommend the live blade. There's different like trains of thoughts on it, and I am the side of live blades, and if you're really spooked by the blade, just tape it. Just tape it so that you still have a real, like the real Bally. And then that'll, then you can switch between the two and they're weighted the same. Hey, legit, look at my character. That's cool. Let's see how good you are with a gun. You want to come out for a duel or something? I'm down for an old-fashioned duel. Got some shroomer and I want to do reset like in like a week. That's always that can be beneficial depending on where you're at in life. You can do that, but better. Okay, come on. Nope, nope, up, up. I bet you can. And Gaga, I was doing something cool there and you interrupted it. Come on. Come here, buddy. Go. This guy is awesome. Merry Christmas. I want to see how good you can spin a gun. I'm down for a duel. Come to Canada. I was meeting everyone. Oh, I would actually really like a single action gun and learning some of the flares with it. I feel like be one of them rhinestone cowboys would be an interesting path. Thank you, Grandma Sue. I hope you also had a wonderful Christmas. I really like your flipping style. I appreciate that. I do not have any swords. I got a tomahawk. I like my tomahawk. And machete. What's the name of the beautiful doggy? That is Guy Guy. He is a fantastic dog. Your dog is so cute. Guy Guy trying to cook something. Yeah, he's trying to clean up my oven a little bit. You really want to go outside again, dude? I know you're just gonna bark like crazy. Is it that necessary? He's gonna be barking at the same sort of thing we were talking about earlier. They always around. Is that a sharpened blade? Yes, it is, P-Moon. It will absolutely cut me if I make a mistake. What's next after bus life? I got some ideas, but we'll see which path I decide on. Just got a nice pocket knife. Nice. What'd you get? I know a little bit about knives. Or pocket knives. Like folders and such. But not crazy expensive, so if it's a more, well, better known one. QB in titanium? That's wicked. I don't know what that is, but if it's titanium, that's always good. Merry Birthmas, hey, Merry Christmas to you, Torvega. Where you park the bus, parking lots, or campgrounds? I'm in a national forest, and I like the BLM land. I usually try to stick between those. I don't necessarily ever pay for places to park. Sometimes parking lots. But that hasn't been the norm lately. That's more so when I'm in a city or something. Hey, thank you, Aaron. Merry Christmas to you as well. What's your favorite Bally brand? There's so many now. I mean, I really like this Haze Tech. Squid Industries is pretty freaking fantastic. They have 3 live blades, and they're great. I'm excited for the double-edged Kraken to come out. So, Squid might be it. Best bang for your buck balisong, in my opinion. I think the Squid Industries, it is slightly more expensive, but I think it is the best you can buy with your money. Useless. What? Why? Elaborate on why you say things like that, man. You should do tutorials, like 5-minute videos on YouTube, teach people. Definitely like to learn. I know a bit of basics, but just mess around. I do not have any videos that teach. I could do something like that. I have like one video on the parabolics, this one. Maybe. That might not be a terrible idea. To start doing things like that. How we doing, Eric? I want the paramilitary 2. I like that one. say toes. Toes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, James. Merry freaking Christmas to you. You should do it. So one of the ideas I have is I'll do like some live streams and do like a private type lessons. Where I basically just give I will basically just do like private lessons but live here, and if there's like a certain aspect of my flipping someone likes, like say ladders, like this sort of thing, I will kind of give a public class on how to do that, and then you can see someone like learn it or start to understand the concepts behind the movement in real time. Not private lessons, do tutorial videos. So the private lessons would be live. Like I would basically be doing it in front of, it would be very public. It'd be public private lessons. But I will consider the whole tutorial thing. I know there's certainly some contributions I can make to that. There's already a lot of good people that do that, though. Do you have Insta? I do have Insta, Dan. We outside of Tandem Live sometimes. Okay, we could do that. I do. My Instagram is EthanJ45_2.0. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad to you. Thank you, Josh. Want to add me? I can't necessarily add you right now. It is... My Instagram is... It's like watermarked in the video of me wearing overalls. And then, it is EthanJ45_2.0. I'm happy to follow you back, Dan. Is that a 43? It is a 43. Got the classic. Mismatched screws. Don't you get scared at night alone in the forest? Your pronunciation is great. I am trying to learn Spanish, so Feliz Navidad is a more simple one. And I don't get scared in the forest. I mean, what you don't fear won't never hurt you. Do not be afraid. EthanJ45_2.0. That's EthanJ45_2.0. Nice house. I appreciate that. I very much so love my bus. Yo tengo un gato en mis pantalones. Yo tengo un muy loco perro. Yes, that is right. I will pin that one, actually. What's up, bro? How we doing? Merry Christmas to you as well, Jonesy. SSP1. Nice house. I appreciate that, Mr. Archery. And his bark shifted. There's something nearby. Okay. Okay. Come here, bud. Come on. Okay. come inside. Yo, comfy as hell. Greetings from Germany. Greetings from the United States, brother. Merry Christmas to you as well, Mr. Archery. How do you know how to catch it when you throw it up in the air? Is it just timing? Are you talking like parabolics? Or... It is just timing, knowing where the rotation is on either of them. Like with parabolics, it certainly has a more precise time to catch it. Chupaz and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Savage. You say, tengo un perro loco en mi autobús. I feel like you conjugated that much better than I can do. Tengo un perro loco. Yeah, that's right. I said loco first. En mi autobús. Do you like to crack bullwhips? I actually do. I don't have any bullwhips right now, but if I had one, I very much so enjoy doing that. Hey, good night. I can certainly do that for you, man. How do you even know to call it balisong? That's just like the proper name for it. The butterfly knife is the like normie word for it. I'm back. I added you. Hey, I appreciate that, Dan. I will certainly add you back whenever I'm done with this in a few hours from now. I like to crack whips. That's fun. Have you ever tried to make your own? I've always wanted to make my own paracord one. Have you ever sharpened? If you ever need sharpening done, I'll do it for free. Life professionally, mirror finish. All you have to do is ship it. Hey, I appreciate that, Dan. I am actually pretty good at sharpening myself. I could not do the mirror finish. I'm pretty sure you could get done. But this one, I'm pretty sure it's sharp enough to shave facial hair right now. There's no word in Spanish for balisong. It's simply cuchillo mariposa. Interesting. Cuchillo mariposa. Thank you for answering that. I've asked that more than a few times, and no one ever enlightens me. So cuchillo mariposa. Because I knew cuchillo, but I did not know butterfly. Yes, I do make a pair. Yes, you made a paracord whip today? That's freaking wicked. Any nice throwing to do? I like throwing tomahawks. I have a throwing knife, but tomahawks is the real thing I like to throw. Welcome back, Leo. Evil Shaggy. Cuchillo balisong. Is balisong a recognized term? Or like, if you said balisong, that's a Filipino word, I'm pretty sure. Damascus blade. So it would be cooler, it would be Damascus handles in a Damascus blade. And that is what is considered a full dress. But they are freaking crazy. How we doing, Black Picasso? Check what's outside. Oh, I'm gonna see some shit live on stream. And then... Okay. Gaga. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. Okay, come on. Yeah, there's something out there. It means no harm, but it's watching over me. Dama looks nice, but the performance isn't that great. Well, you can do different types of Damascus. Like you can have pretty high quality like carbon steels and stainless steels that the Damascus is composed of. It's sesh season. Yeah, I'm glad the pickup went well. Went well, Leo. You ever saw a skinwalker? Dang, I shouldn't have said that word out loud. Mr. Archery. I saw a shadow out there. It didn't like fully reveal itself to me, but there's something out there, and that's what he's going off on. It means no fear, it's just watching over me or something. But there's something out there. They do watch souls that are lighter to see if they can do anything. But if you surround yourself in light or love and Jesus, and they can't do shit. Dan, you get it. Man, should this be the day I talk about it? My first experience with one of those things. I went immediately. They were waving around a machete or whatever. Come on, go. Or whatever. They were waving around a machete, and I wasn't instilled with any fear. I just heard like a hi-ya, hi-ya. And I went to talk with someone else that was there, and they didn't hear a thing, despite them being closer to it than me. And rather than get scared or live in the fear, instead I just started flipping my knife for him. But Guy, he actually, the only time he really goes out there and barks like that is when I'm near a national park. So whatever that tells you. Ethan, are you a devoted Christian? I have some very Gnostic beliefs. And I am a follower of Jesus for sure. There's no denying that. How are you doing this? How are we doing, Logan? You talked to your neighbor today? Oh, Sean, you want an update on that? So he was gone when I woke up in the morning, but he freaking came back to the same spot. So I left to go get propane, and then I moved locations, because we don't need that. But yeah, I mean, I got Jesus in my life. I do fall more under the Gnostic beliefs. You know what a Wendigo is. I do. He is non-dominational. Not agnostic. Agnostic is the wrong term, Leo. Agnostic means there's no knowledge in anything. Gnostic means there's knowledge in all the religions. I'm letting that duality of love run your life rather than the fear. That is what I try to do every single day. Do you know what the little people are? I do not. You're welcome to elaborate on that. I have a cousin who's a little person. Just moved to the Mojave Desert. I got like 2 neighbors. It feels different outside at night. My neighbor's dog barks all night. Yeah, the Mojave Desert is certainly a place. I actually got Guy in the Sonoran Desert. He is a portal dog, if you know what that is. Victor. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. One day, Daniel. Come on, people, double click. I appreciate you, Grandma Sue. Can Guy do any tricks? He knows a little bit. Like, you can see he listens every time I come, or I tell him to, like, get on the bed or something. He knows how to sit and stay and shake, and I can make him bark on command. That one he was able to do without any treats. He just knew how to do that already. I just make some dog noises, and he usually howls with me. Yours is at your nips right now. That's a nice beard, Leo. How long is your hair? It's past my nipples. Pretty long. What knife brand do you use? Primarily lately I've just been playing with my Haystack Jesus Devil. Otherwise I have a Benchmade 43 and MC Replicant that I flip all the time. We'll give my 43 some love. Would you do a Sonoran toad? No. I mean, maybe. Like right now? No. Tramlaw. Shadow, that sounds scary, just roaming around. You can't be scared. They're just enjoying the knife show, I assume. You leave Santa some cookies. I did not. For some reason, he didn't come to my bus last night. I have no clue why. I believe, so I thought I should receive, but whatever. He drops the knife. Yeah, when he's laying on that seat, I kind of am restricted to flipping real close up to the camera, and it's actually a little bit harder because I got to keep it high to keep it on screen. It's been past my shoulder for years. That's wild. I'm also not very blessed in the gene department, meaning that it doesn't grow on my cheeks or nothing. I own knives and deploy faster than a switch, gravity and balisong. Probably. I mean, this one's pretty slow. Do you have like an Emerson Wave or something? Those are real cool. Do you drink or smoke? Not regularly. Drinking on very special occasions, but I'm not lost. I don't do that on weekends or nothing. Oh, Emerson. Yeah, Emerson is wicked. Emerson is freaking cool. I wish they didn't do the chisel grind. I drink my smoke. The nut job again. Welcome, Big Red. Who is Leo? Leo's a freaking legend. That's who he is. Yo, Ethan. Notice me. I said something cool in the chat. Victor, what'd you say? What'd you say, Victor? Snow Dog is here. Welcome, Snow Dog. Going to a party with my crush today. That is wicked. Happy for you. Monotheism is not plausible, man. Muhammad also said that all religions are right in their own way. Since spiritism and religion has many courses. Victor, yeah. Yeah. I mean, in a sense, I believe in one. But below that, there are many. Crev, how we doing the Crev? How to flirt? You want to know how to flirt? I have no clue. Just be yourself. If they vibe with that, then that's cool. Do you sing? Not well. I sing all the time though. I think you gotta go. Hey, good luck, Snow Dog. I is Leo. I decide. Yep, I have been flipping for 10 years now, almost 11. So quite a while. Were you doing van life? I'm in one of the western states. Can I sub to you? Absolutely, Mr. Archery. Freaking absolutely. Not the Northwest. How we doing, Knife Pizza? Cool flips, man. Looking smooth. Okay. Come here, buddy. Come here, bud. Okay, come on. He's like, I was sleeping here. He's gonna get the drift this time. He's gonna lay down. I'm not currently in Oregon or Washington, but I do very much so like them. I was there in January. Dude, no, okay, get up. Leo said it. Leo said it right. When you talk about him, it's an invitation. Okay, I subbed. You're a freaking legend, Mr. Archery. What state are you from? I'm from Minnesota. I am currently in the woods, yes. Is it too crowded? Was just in Pasadena area for work and the traffic was horrible. I believe it. I'm sure a lot of snowbirds, and I might fall under that category. Really like to retreat to the desert for the winter. Do you vape? Nope. I've never been to Canada. I very much so like to. I almost did, but I didn't have anyone to hold on to my knives. And those aren't allowed there. I used to live in Jackson, Minnesota. Good vibes. Freak you out of Minnesota. I think I'm comfy now. Yep. There's 173 people. That's a bunch of people. I just saw it jump to 263. That is so many people in my short bus. Lake Tahoe is pretty chill for cold weather place. I have never been to Lake Tahoe. I'm not gonna spark up, nor do I have the ability to do that right now, man. What type of heat do you use in the bus? Usually a diesel heater. Right now it's actually broken, so I'm using a Mr. Buddy heater. Welcome from Wisconsin. What else do you have in your collection? I have a lot of older knives. I actually have them all tucked away right now. Other than the 3 that I'll be flipping. I guess I'll put this one in my pocket so it warms up. But I mainly flip the MC Replicant, the Haystack Jesus Devil, and a 43. Love having conversations. Yeah, me too. Ever been to Lake Titicaca? I have not. What state are you in? I'm in the flow state, brother. How we doing from California, Miranda? How old? I am 25 years young. Dang. How are you running your power? I have solar panels and a battery bank. And then I also have an isolator, so they also charge when I'm running the bus. Oh, from South Carolina. How we doing? Keep living, homie. Shout out to the 90s babies. That's right. 90s were the best 3 months of my life. I aspire to get to where I was in the 90s. Just taking naps and sucking on titties all day long. Do you have another knife collections? I got a couple tomahawks. Otherwise, not extensively. I guess I have a traditional case knife that's pretty cool. Oh, so 25. Yep. Do you collect World War? I do not collect those. We got locks. I got luscious locks. I don't have dreadlocks. New Zealand sounds pretty rough, man. Let's get those thumbs up for this talented young man. I appreciate you, Stephanie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Eric. Merry Christmas to everyone here. How long have you been doing the van life? Almost a full year. I started on New Year's Eve last year. And I did have a different rig before that. But a full year, full time. Got some Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Eric. And I actually am monetized now. So some buttons somewhere, but really don't give me anything. How are you enjoying it? I freaking love it. It's there's no other way I'd rather live. Oh no, Batman. Frick. Freaking Batman's gonna come. He's gonna find out my location. I'm just gonna have him freaking come through my roof and take care of me, and that's going to be less than ideal. Do you shoot guns? I don't think any of that's going to help me against Batman, Mr. Archery. I know that's right. I've been trying to get myself a van, too. It's tougher in a car life. Yeah, I mean, you still get the same taste, but I gotta say, being able to stand up in a vehicle is a massive quality of life that people don't appreciate until they lived without it. I do not shoot Glocks. I'm real big into the cowboy guns. Considering selling your Rubicon to snag an off-road camper, that sounds like a fantastic idea. That sounds pretty freaking fantastic. Alex Jensen, I mean, shout out to that guy. No one ever really follows them when someone asks for a shout out, but yeah, shout out to him. Daniel wants advice. What's some motivational advice you give us? Motivational? Motivational. Your sacrifices usually always pay off. You might not know how they might pay you off, but just a small sacrifice can certainly benefit you greatly. Hard work pays off too. Motivational, that's a harder one for me. Just gave more broader, just say advice, but motivational. Just make the sacrifice. Put your long-term dopamine before the short term, and life gets pretty dang good after that. Motivational, can you use it in a sentence? No, I don't understand motivational. Sell everything you own and buy a custom balisong. Yeah, I'm trying to trade my freaking Ford Ranger for a knife, and for some reason no one's biting. I figure like $1,000 Ford Ranger for a $1,000 knife. Someone ought to be pretty happy with the deal. I got one guy considering it, but then I have to go all the way back to Minnesota and then drive it to where he is, and it'd just be a whole ordeal. Instant gratification is no good. Yup. Well, Boxing Day. Gotta ask, is this your only income? How the fuck do I leave my job in Cali and live in the woods like you, for real? I saved up a good amount of money, and actually I was just monetized yesterday. I haven't really made my money from doing this yet. I love you too, man. To buy the car. You have a G. Do not seek motivation, seek discipline and passion, because motivation runs off. So achieve psychological and spiritual prowess. Fuck, I can't say that one. For whatever you're doing. Victor said it way better than me. See, that's how you actually say something motivational. Tell someone the right things to focus on. And spiritual health is way more important than mental health. Once your spiritual health is more so aligned, then you can kind of look at the negative mental aspects of yourself through some different eyes, and you can learn a lot about yourself that way. What did you do before this? I worked as a meat cutter and pizza delivery guy. I gotta say, working 80-hour weeks is a real good time. Hey, I appreciate that, Upended. You are a freaking legend. Yeah, he snapped with that quote. He absolutely did. Victor is a very wise man. I really appreciate that. Upended. You cut big meats. That is right. Bet them chopping skills. I'm fairly freaking good with a knife. And more than just the balisong roam. Victor. Daniel's wild. Merry Christmas, bro. Hey, Merry Christmas to you. You make over 2K a month on YouTube. Is it worth it? I do not make over 2K a month on YouTube. I've actually never received a paycheck from YouTube yet. I just stuck my hat out with this whole knife thing yesterday. I would really like to do a video where I'm just flipping a knife in a major city with my hat out, just so it's like real life. You know, it's not on a screen. It's like exactly what that is. You know? Spend a day with family. I didn't spend it with family. For the first time in more than a few years. I'm pretty decent at hunting. There's certainly animals I could learn better, but I'm in doubt of what Daniel said, bro. I don't know, I believe it. Dog's in the back sleeping. He's freaking slumped right now. It's working, dog. You got good vibes. Keep doing these. Hey, thank you. That is fantastic to hear. Does this knife, can it cut something or no? I never do this. If you guys ask me to like cut paper or something, the answer will always be no. But I hope the hair pops through right there. There we go. It can absolutely cut things. No kids. Yep, no kids. Yeah, for real. Call some freaking family members. Try to repair whatever it is, if that needs to be done. It can only be good for you. Obviously, there's going to be some people in some situations that know that there's a line. But, yeah, call your mom, call your dad if you can. How we doing, Tanner? What did you get for Christmas? I did not get anything. Victor, I'm in love with you. What camera do you use for filming? I'm actually on a Google Pixel. My dad is a crackhead. Yeah. And that is the situations I was mentioning, but I hope things are alright for you and you find love in other ways. What was cutting meat and delivering pizzas like? Tell us about it. He did say he's in love with you. I mean, basically wake up at 8 in the morning and cut meat all day long. It's not necessarily the most labor inducive. I guess some people, like the meat is pretty heavy sometimes, but a lot of it you're standing at a table, just slicing away. And delivering pizza, I actually love that a lot. Like, I don't think I would be a meat cutter again, but I would absolutely deliver pizzas again. The type of person that delivers pizza, they're all pretty freaking fantastic. So I would love to go in that environment again. And I really didn't mind the whole working till 2 or 3 in the morning thing. Have you ever cut your hand doing this? I have tonight. Did you get to take meat home? On occasion, yeah. I'm freaking spoiled. It sucks not working there, because the quality of meat I would get to take home versus the stuff I can afford is 2 different, very different tiers. Also, having all the knowledge on like what looks the best. It's not always just fat content, but the texture of everything is the color. I can tell if an animal died a more stressful death or very quickly. All those things really help me pick out good meats to cook. And not being the first one to touch it, where I can process an entire case of something. And then pick out the very cream of the crop of it. That's a little sad. Like, I love my flat iron steaks, but not getting top pick, they aren't near the same as some of the other stuff. Wishing you all, hey, I appreciate you, Daniel. I hear you on the price tier, yeah. Yeah. Crazy, I was friends with a crackhead, stole his phone once. Dang. That is a very crackhead description. It's pretty universal between crackheads, I feel. Unless you're like Hunter Biden or something. To break down a full cow? No, I have skun a coyote with it, but I've never processed a whole cow with it. That would be wild, and I don't think I would be able to do the greatest of jobs. I wonder how I would stack up if I could do like just as good of a job as an experienced person with a boning knife. If I use the knife, if I use the balisong. What's the weather? We're getting pretty chilly here. It's not the worst part if you fell off. And blank on a tree. Homemade pizza? I do love making homemade pizza. I'm actually crazy into sourdough, so I make sourdough pizza pretty regularly. Maybe once every 2 weeks or so, at least. Sometimes once or twice a week. Like today I made some sourdough banana bread. I'm pretty freaking excited to eat more of that. My dad stole mine and my brother's Christmas money every year for about 10 years straight, talking about he would hold it for us until we found something we wanted. Yeah, that's a rough one to deal with. I'm sorry about that. A miniature lion. He's about that tough. Alright, Mr. Archery, there might be, but I ain't falling for it. Guy would be on the case if there was. Where do you buy pizza and have you delivered it? It would be... I mean, that'd be badass. Wish I could do that, Tanner. The delivery fee in a diesel school bus would be pretty expensive. I'm a long ways from my Ford Ranger right now. Please don't cut your hand. I'm really trying not to, brother. I'm trying real hard not to. You haven't eaten anything for one day? Dang, Cleo. Is there anything you can't eat? Like a grilled cheese or something? The Wandering Viking. I like your name, dude. You're no longer a depressive noodle. How we doing, Lily? Salutations, sister. How long did it take you to build, and how hard is it to find parking? I think it's pretty easy to find parking because it is a short bus. Like BLM land or national forests are real good. You can always find a place. In the city, it's a little more complicated, but there's apps you can use to find things. Yeah, there's apps you can use to find things, and then usually if you find a place with no signs, you're pretty good to stay there. She called me a lump. She always calls me a lump. How we doing, King? I appreciate that. You're a freaking legend. You're a freaking legend, dude. Ford Raptor. Hi, Ford Raptor. I'm a Ford Ranger guy myself, but Ford Raptors are pretty dang cool and much faster. How many times do you stick? I've done it a good handful. That sounds like a very wild childhood. Recognizes real. I'm sure that helps you recognize as real, and I'm sure you're a much wiser person because of it. How we doing from Brazil? I'll call my chef to cook me something even though he is in his house. Recognizing what's the like and subscribe. I appreciate that, Dixon. I appreciate that. I'm from Canada. Welcome from Canada. Do you think I can kill a bear? My ego says yeah. I'd have no problem with it. Realistically, absolutely not. Try turkey tail mushrooms and grind in a powder. It's good for inflammation. You were very wise. I've used up all of my powdered turkey tail, but I do try to harvest those every year. I actually already take that advice, so I hope other people see the Wandering Viking spitting wisdom right there. You have big muscles. Not really. I'm still tiny. I'm still like 150 pounds. I appreciate that though. Back had to clean the living room. Hope that went well, Dan. They're very tough skinned, but I also raise my kids to know that. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's fantastic. Recognize it's real. I'm glad it was channeled into a positive way. That's about all we can do. From lessons learned the hard way. And that hit metal. That dulled my blade a little bit. Tiny boy, that's what I'm saying. Can't lift the truck. Religion is bad, relationship is what you need. Okay, Dan. Lion's mane is great for patients that are suffering from dementia. Mushrooms are the most fantastic thing. I encourage anyone who is in this chat to figure out whatever wild mushrooms grow in their area and look at all the different times of years for different types of mushrooms and just get some time in the freaking forest. You can learn a lot about nutrition that way as well. Keep Jesus close. I know you will. Yep. You got it, Dan. I feel like we know. We've been revealed some of the same things. Do you think you were cool playing with that toy? It looks like you have had way too much idle time on your hands. I have been doing this 11 years. I don't think I look cool. I think I look autistic. Cool is not really the end goal here. Is to tap into my own flow state and satisfy my own soul. Becky. The little people, like the really little ones, they don't do shit. They're just watching spirits. Dan, what do you think about a lot of religious texts? They refer to the Watchers. I have a feeling like that could be a lot of what we are alluding to. Love the mustache. Thanks. Do you have Beyblades? I do not. You know. Yeah, rest in peace, Kylie. I don't know who that is, but someone here must be hurting, and I hope everyone who's impacted by that is learning how to grieve in the right ways and honoring Kyle properly. Merry Christmas from Utah. Heck yeah, I freaking love Utah, Susie. Merry Christmas from my short bus somewhere else. Any bear sightings? I've seen bears. I've certainly seen bears. And they are huge and look more human. Grotesque mixed with hellhound. They even talk with some action. That's very interesting, Dan. I've always wanted to have a conversation with one of the more mystical things. Obviously, there's a certain group I would prefer to have around me before indulging in something like that, because that is absolutely crazy. What year bus? It's a 2006. So government auction websites, they sell them when they are 15 years old, because that's when the government says that the bus is no longer fit for service. And I got it in 2001. How's your finger? Oh, it's totally good now. Now I can flip with his hand. Like 8 to 9 feet tall and about 500 pounds. They're like troll and hellhound mix. Dang. 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 I gotta ask what school bus. It is a short bus. It is the type of bus I rode as a kid. Not actually, but pretty much. I'm going to bed. Good night. To Bet and Victor. Hope you guys have a great night. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Recognize is real. I appreciate your presence here in this chat. Salutations, Lisandro. An Irish recipe for you, lad. I hope you have a crock pot for this one. Beef cubes, thyme, garlic, salt, pepper, sage, vegetable broth. Guinness beer. You can figure out the rest. I've actually made things pretty dang similar to that. I haven't used vegetable broth though. Usually I make my own broth. Out of like venison or elk or chicken. But vegetable broth. That'd be pretty dang good. Have you ever had a troll and a dog mix follow you and try to talk to you? I have not, Dan. How we doing, Max? How we doing, Max? Freaking... That's right, juice is in your feet again. Welcome, brother. Max is a freaking legend. We were on the same wrestling team for a few years. Put a girl on. Serial killer. We aren't serial killing anybody. Anybody. Goober lives up to his name. That's hilarious. What is butterfly knife used for? Anything you need a knife for. Mostly just this flow art thing, but I'm sure there were many Christmas presents opened this year with exactly this. Put a girl on. This is the second time you popped up in my feed, so I thought I'd check you out. You seem chill. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy some of the things I gotta say. And the whole knife thing. I'd like to buy your house, name your price. $35,000. And you gotta give me like 3 months to build my new one. Please stay safe, brother. You will repost like being surveyed. Don't you know it, Dan? Don't you know it? Irish soda bread. Bread flour. Bread flour, buttermilk, 1 egg, baking soda, butter, salt. Irish soda bread. Alright, brother. I'm gonna screenshot that recipe actually. I will turn that into a sourdough recipe. I will make that. I will absolutely make that. I'm back. How we doing, Byron? Welcome. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. You let us fall. Yeah, luckily my screen didn't break. People that love their family members always sees them in other people. That's right. I agree with that. Do you like crab arms? Crab arms are cool. They taste pretty freaking good. The wood's, it's awesome. I love being in the sticks. Yeah, I like going out in the middle of places. What's your occupation? I do not currently have one. Any other recipes you'd like to know? I have many Irish ancestor recipes I can share with you, so let me know. What's like a classical Irish breakfast? I'm a big breakfast guy. It can be sweet or savory. Argentina. I'm leaving unless we can all go camping. Camp out in the woods, guys. I'm celibate right now, have been for 3 years, and I don't miss it. That's wonderful, Dan. You freaking understand things. I saw a practice butterfly knife that was metal, but the blade didn't have an edge. I kind of want to get it. I would always encourage getting the real one, but if you want to get it, it's a very fulfilling thing to do. The flow art, any flow art really, is very beneficial to the soul. To be able to tap into a state of flow, it does something for you. Been camping. I have been camping in Utah, Andy. Not lately, but I spent some time in the American Fork Valley, as well as Zion, and near there. Survived without a job thanks to the streams, maybe. I'm not banking on it. I was just monetized yesterday. Tanner, you know I don't disclose locations. Been just the valley in the south too. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, that valley up there is fantastic. Usually start with oatmeal served. Actually had oatmeal for breakfast today. What is occurrence? What is occurrence? Can I see your knife case? I don't know where I tucked it away. I switch locations every single freaking time I put it away. It's just lying on my bed. We got, here's the knife case. It looks like a first aid kit, but it has nothing but knives in it and no band-aids. So answer Monka. What did they say? Someone buy my Kraken. You're selling a Kraken? Someone buy more knives, more wives Kraken. Kraken is a freaking fantastic choice. Monka, how can someone get to be like you with a home and no job? A lot of working and a lot of saving. And the no job thing is only temporary. That's kind of how. Jobless right now, too, but crypto keeping me afloat with traveling the last 2 months starting in... Hey, that's awesome, Andy. That's pretty freaking incredible. Swiss Army knife. Swiss Army knives are wicked. Wicked. I would love one. And they have pretty good steels too. Currants are a type of berry similar to elderberry. Okay. Okay. I actually had, it's by far my least favorite thing to put in oatmeal. But I just put a can of pineapples with the juice and cooked it in the juice today for breakfast. With some cinnamon, vanilla, and obviously sugar. Because I love that shit. Be careful, don't hurt your hand. I'm trying real hard not to. I appreciate that, Dan. Dan, I appreciate that $2. You're freaking incredible. I really appreciate that, dude. That's pretty much that's a breakfast for me. Freaking breakfast is on Dan's stand tomorrow, I guess. Sadly, I do not have any EDC flashlights. I mean, I have one that I carry all the time, but it's not an EDC one. It's more so I carry it when I'm out here in the wilderness. Because you can't be caught without a light. That's wild, Tanner. My own French toast recipe: eggs, egg yolks, vanilla, cinnamon, milk, and ginger. You put ginger in it. So actually, what I got going on later tonight, I'm going to do it on stream actually. I'm going to do banana bread French toast. Where, for my French toast recipe, I actually use, I like to use Greek yogurt instead of milk. So just eggs, Greek yogurt, cinnamon, vanilla, a little salt. How we doing, Mr. Ollie? I'm glad you're doing better today. You say crab arms? I love crab arms. Nice skill, I like that. This random live is very satisfying before bed. Hey, I appreciate that. Glad I could bless your night. You blessed my night with your presence here. How long do you plan on living in a bus before returning to civilization? As long as possible. I'm sure I'm going to end up in a city working a job. But I'm still live out of the bus for doing that. Sounds like there's drones outside. That's actually my inverter. What time is it there now? I try not to focus too much on time. I actually don't know. Andy with the 2 hot tea, and I got a small. Heck yeah, Andy, I appreciate that. Hot tea. That sounds pretty freaking wonderful. Raw sardines are also wonderful. I'm far behind on this, I'm sorry, y'all. Andy's a freaking legend, though. Ethan, I really love your camper van. One day I want to live in one like that. It is very fulfilling. I encourage anyone who this life calls to do the crazy thing and do what they can to make it happen. You can take your French toast, put peanut butter on one side, and jam on the other, and make a sandwich. And re-dip it back into the French toast batter and then fry it. Stuffed French toast. For me, stuffed French toast is always just putting a slit inside the middle of the piece of bread, and then doing like peanut butter and jelly inside. Do you have all your fingers? Yep, I do. I appreciate that, Jeffrey. It is a Chevy Duramax short bus. Yes, I'll be doing a live tomorrow, Tanner. Good night, Tanner. Who's the second bit? 2-bit's actually from The Outsiders, the guy who has one of these knives. When I came up with the name 10 years ago, that's where it came from. I hear over crisp sardines with cracked pepper and a little Tabasco sauce are the best way to eat them. I do like cooking the sardines as well. Usually I don't, but how do you heat your bus? I have a diesel heater that is not working right now and actually hasn't worked for months, like 2 months now. So I'm running a propane buddy heater. Ethan, do something about the buzzing sound. Oh, sorry, Victor. That is my inverter. And that's full setup. 10 years. 10 years? That is how long I've been flipping, yeah. You can actually see on my channel there's a video I posted like 7 or 8 months into flipping. I love The Outsiders, me too, man. How we doing, Remy? I'll be back soon. Until then, Mr. Ollie. I used to flip my pencils at school. I actually got a pen here. Here's a pen one. The pivots are really freaking tight right now, I guess. So it is actually pretty hard. But this is the extent of my pen spinning. What are you living? Where are you living at? I live in the flow state, my dude. He is the sleepy pup, Lucas. Outsiders, damn. That's a really good book and a pretty decent movie. Screw it, I subbed. Have a good Merry Christmas. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. You also have a Merry Christmas. I am in the flow state, Mr. Phillip. That's where I'm at. Ranch powder on your freaking chips. That sounds wonderful. I love homemade chips. Or crisps, as you over the seas folk call it. I'm in Seattle watching you. Okay, Remy. Did you eat dinner? Yes. I had a sirloin pork roast. I will be making banana bread French toast. Probably much later in the night. Give me an hour or two. Really, honestly, I don't have a use for a pen gun right now. And I do know how to make them. I used to make them as well. How much did this knife cost? I don't remember. It was $700 or $800. This one is not a cheap one. I would not recommend this one at all for beginners. Just because of the price. I would recommend it to beginners if they, if money is no object to them. Read the Farseer trilogy. What's the Farseer trilogy about? The fuck? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. How come you don't? No. What'd you say, Mr. Phillip? My guy got that YouTube money. I was just monetized yesterday, actually. I've never received a paycheck from YouTube. When is bedtime? When I'm tired. I don't have a time. I guess if you look at the time, it's usually between 1 and 5 in the morning. Sometimes I want the sunlight for the next morning to do longer form activities during the day, like hiking, longer hikes. So I wake up early for that. Irish hams. So I used to call them crisp, not chips. But I have a question. This goes for the guests too. Should I post more of my heritage? Tin smiting? What is tin smiting? Sean, I know the answer to that one actually. But yes, you absolutely should share. Anything you're really passionate about and you have love for, that is the most beneficial thing to that's the most beneficial thing to share with the world. So I would say absolutely, without even knowing what it is. Tinsmithing. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Going out fishing on a boat. That sounds like a dang good time. What is this craziest thing you have ever done? I don't know. I bought a bus and I live out of it. That's a pretty crazy one. Man. Did you build your van? I sure did. I got my bus straight from the government auction website, and it still had all the seats in it when I got it. The only thing I really had help with was the countertops, and that was a Christmas gift. And it is actually trees my dad cut down and milled himself. So having the help with the countertops was pretty cool. Like in my last rig, I made the countertops myself. But you know, if your dad's offering to help with something, you freaking accept it. I only have the real ones. Best truck company, in my opinion. It depends. If you're talking small trucks, it's obviously the Ford fucking Ranger. But if you're talking like bigger rigs, like trying to buy a school bus, there's no way I was going to be buying a Power Stroke, so I had to go with the Chevy Duramax. Can I buy your hoodies? You can find them so many places, dude. I don't need to sell these specific ones. You're sick. I appreciate you, Black Picasso. Pyramid is in the chat. How many times he cut himself? One decent one today. Look up the music group called Heilung. Translated from Old German, it means healing. Lucky enough to see that first. That's wicked. Ford Ranger with a tent set. I always had a hammock set up in my Ford Ranger. But Ford Rangers are freaking cool. Don't tell anyone, because I don't want the prices to get any higher than they are. How many times have you given yourself a ring of shame? It's been a few months since I did that. I'd say at least 5. 10 probably. How come you don't post long form videos? There's a few ideas I'm working on. Generally, yeah, there's a few ideas I'm working on. I will only post, I will try to make sure any longer form videos I make are very quality versus quantity. That might not even be with the editing, it might just be with the context of what it contains. Oh, don't tell anyone, Lily. Are you ambidextrous? Not really. My left hand, which I get the screen is flipped for you guys. This is my left hand. It is kind of a one-trick pony, and I only have a few tricks that I can actually do with it. In fact, doing things like this, it highlights the lack of strength to do things with my left hand. But in most things, I am not ambidextrous. Let's see the entire bus. You are actually looking at the entire bus. You are sitting at the very front of it. False edge? Absolutely not, dang Ross. Thank you, Random. Welcome. Welcome, Random. What is your favorite food? It is what I'm cooking for my late night Christmas dinner. It's banana bread French toast. The secret is you take your banana bread and you make French toast with it. And that is the way to the light. There's not much else you can do with your life that will bring you closer to God. Not actually, but kind of. Private catering company. Got to sit in the cockpit of aeroplanes and I've got to meet. That's wicked. That's wicked, The Wandering. I am not a drummer. If I was a drummer, I'd probably focus more on the flare with the drumsticks, and I'd be terrible on the drums. But I'm actually the lead singer for Rage Against the Machine. What sharpener do you use? I have a work sharp. A work sharp like the belt sander with a trigger. And then I also have a Spyderco sharp maker. Can it cut paper? Dang Ross, I don't do that upon request, but I did shave hair off of my leg earlier. For people that didn't ask. I had to charge my car batteries. Move huge welding table instead of a new welding area. Hey, that's exciting though. Setting up the freaking workshop. There's a person stalking behind the window. Maybe. That guy's not going off on him. And he's awake. What was going through your mind when you blew out the bus? Hell yeah. That's what was going through my mind. Oh, it's a dog. Sentences don't make any sense. It's because I only got like 30 minutes of sleep. Gosh dang it, Lily, get some sleep. Lily, I sentence you to go to bed. He left early in the morning, but then he came back to the very same freaking spot, and I actually moved places. Rage Against the Machine. Yep. Random, I actually alluded to it first. He is questioning what I said. And that was a joke. That was a joke. I just always get that I look like that dude. Hey. Where do you usually camp? Gas station and rest stops. Usually like National Forest or BLM land. They eventually became a part of the machine. Just asked if I could cut paper. But that response makes me think it won't. Weird. You're funny, dang Ross. I'm not gonna be doing that upon request. I apologize. I do have a national park pass. That is very worth the money if you go to a national park more than 3 times a year. I do not know Tank Lucas. This guy shed in your bed. He doesn't really shed a whole bunch. He just sheds when I brush him. I respect the bus is nice. Appreciate that, Sabrina. Bro never stops streaming. I stream all night long. Okay, come on. Go on. Nope, nope, nope. This way. You have a gutted school bus. Doesn't run. Will it run one day? Or is that in the question? Seriously, if you're good, that could get you some drumsticks. Gregory, I've been looking. I kind of want to get into an instrument of sorts. How many have you been? I don't know. Probably only like 6 of them. I haven't been hitting all of the national parks. Tomorrow I'm going to see the new Craven the Hunter movie. That's exciting. Got 2 border collies. They live in my trunk. That's nice, Andy. In your trunk. Oil had water. That's freaking rough. That is so far from ideal. Is rent expensive? I'd say so. Freaking 6 months of what some people pay for rent can buy you a bus. I do really like parking next to rivers or lakes. Lily's gonna ask me a favor. What's the favor? What's the favor, Lily? Appreciate you, Black Picasso. You are also awesome. I noticed you, Lily. What you want? What is it? Rentgate. Yep. Douche knife stuff. Is that what I am? Elaborate on that. What does the douche mean in your words? Don't be looking up no definitions. I just want to hear what you have to say. How we doing, the Lloyd? Gonna give him pets. If I give him pets, then he's gonna be all up in my business for a little while. My favorite is Rainer, but I want to visit Tetons and glaciers. Great Basin, Hidden Gem. Out of your list, I think I've only been to glaciers. Actually, no, I've been to Tetons as well. Is it a national? Is the Boundary Waters canoe area? Is that a national park? I think it is, but I'm not actually sure. What brand your knife? I got a Hayes Tech Jesus Devil. But Hayes Tech. For real, if an apartment is asking you for like the whole 2 months thing, you can buy a van for that price in a lot of places. At least in the cities. I understand a lot of other places is much cheaper. Creepiest thing? Just voyeurists, probably. People want to watch you eat dinner and weird shit. That checks out the Lloyd. Good night, Victor. I appreciate you and everything you've shed in this chat. You got a Mako? That's freaking wicked. That is wicked. Jesse flips balisong. 8K on your Highlander. I'm going to put 8K into restoring it. Renting vehicles have become insane. Yeah. They are freaking bananas. How we doing, Jay? How we doing, Jay? Your LDY submission thing was sick. The view was insane. Hey, I appreciate that, Jesse. I actually did not land the combo I wanted. But I don't know. Hoping I get at least 5s all around by the judges. Got a new engine transmission in my truck. New trucks are completely nuts right now. Like 50K. Dang. Yeah, don't buy new. Don't buy new. Later, Victor. Yeah, later, Victor. You're gonna rebuild the future too. Not gonna lie, I came to see some blood and stayed for the crickets. The noise. The noise. Appreciate that, comical. You might get blood eventually. This knife is very sharp. Skills, I appreciate that. It is not raining. How much are those knives? I mean, the good medium of the road ones are usually like 200 to 300. To get something nicer, it could be anywhere from 400 to $1,000, depending on the name, materials, and everything else. What knife? Sounds crispy. It is a Haystack Jesus Devil with a very sloppy tune on it. Or not sloppy tune, it's just I stripped one of the screws. So, man. We'll make it sound a little nicer with the oil. Sounds awesome is what I meant, bro. Can you hear the difference in the noise already? Salutations, Sea Globe. Shout out to Caesar. Tell us about your travels. Well, I started in Minnesota in like right on the New Year's. And I went to Montana and spent a little bit of time there. where I actually experienced negative 35-degree weather. That is so far less than ideal. It actually shuts down the entire bus, and then you end up in a $40 motel room. That's an adventure, to say the least. And then I made it to the coast pretty much as fast as possible to get out of the really freaking cold stuff. And I slowly made it. It took a couple months to make it all the way down 101. And met a few people along the way. And then I went all the way to Slab City, where I spent like 6 months there. And that was a heck of an adventure all in itself. And I also made a whole bunch of friends who also do this whole knife thing, all in that LA area. Or it's like the SoCal flipping group. And there's over like 50 people I probably made friends with. So I really like Southern California. Not necessarily everything about it, but the nature and the people there are all really freaking cool. So, Palm Springs area. I know Palm Springs. I have a brother in 29 Palms, actually. And then a few months into staying at Slab City, I actually got a plane ticket to Atlanta to go to Blade Show, which is like the mecca of people that do this whole thing. Which is a real cool. That is always a fantastic experience to hang out with literally hundreds of people that do this. It is not basically Palm Springs. It's almost like you're entering an entirely different city or entirely different country, just smack dab in the middle of California. Not far from Atlanta, heck yeah. Cumberland is where Blade Show is. You know where that is. That's a fantastic place to be. Yeah, shout out Ben. Yes, Socrates, you were spot on. How long does it take to do that? What are you referencing? The knife thing? I've been doing the knife thing like 10 years now. Over that. Where's your family? We're kind of spread all over the U.S. There's some in Minnesota, some in Montana, some in Kentucky. Random is here. Merry Boxing Day. Yup, it is Boxing Day. Maybe. Hey, I appreciate that, Andy. Can you do some paper? You want some paper? I never do that upon request. And I did get a piece of paper just because people request it all the time. Now I've dropped it a whole bunch since yesterday, so we'll see how done up it is. That's I'm not the greatest at cutting paper, so I'll just shave a patch of my freaking leg hair off for you. Making sure that shows on camera. I hope the leg hair is even better than paper. Raw cut, still good. Yeah, I think mainly because I have been dropping it. So it's identifying where the dings are. It certainly gets held up a little bit on those. Not fair. That is not good at all. I got a notification that my mom posted on TikTok. That's gonna be an interesting one for sure. Oh, Paper Ninja. Not fair. Yeah, it's not like I'm flipping dull. I can assure you that. You in America. And I appreciate the $2, man. I really appreciate that. It is a K9 in the background. Finally starting to feel better. That's amazing. Bro, can you sand your knife down? Sand it down? What do you mean? No. Andy, I will not dull my knife. You want me to dull my knife? That's a bananas request. I will absolutely not do that one. Keep it up, streaming. I appreciate you, Andy. You're incredible. You are freaking incredible. Freaking W's for Andy. I really appreciate that. Like whetstone? You mean like you want me to sharpen it better than it is now? Because I did sharpen them yesterday. The entire thing is actually pretty dang spooky. And I do identify with the Midwest way more than California. I mainly like California because of Slab City, which is entirely different than the rest of the country, or rest of the state and country. Oh, really? Yeah. Dang, I'll ask next time. Next time, if my knife is ever like really dull or something, maybe I will just like sharpen it for a couple minutes. But I hit it with the belt sander yesterday, and then my ceramic rods on my Spyderco Sharp Maker. You have a bot that sends stuff that you command? I do not. Ethan, you're literally dissing me right now. W for Andy. For real. You're finally starting to feel better? I'm glad you feel better, Lily. Oh, I'm dissing you with the whole knife thing. Are they sharper than your kitchen knives or something? Or what? Did you sand your kitchen knives down? You would like Arizona, it's basically a Midwestern vibe. I will very much keep that in mind. I've been in Arizona a little bit, and it's they certainly have some friendly people down there. I got a Woostoff sharpener. That's nice. That's nice. I don't know what it is. Is that like a belt? Does it use a belt? Because usually with balisong, since we drop them so often, they get dings in them quite a bit. So it's real nice to have that belt, the belt sander, to actually make sharpening it go by real quick. Texas and Utah got the nice people. I really liked Utah. I really liked Utah. You go for 360 no scope. I do not game, actually. I do not know how to do that. And I don't have a belt set up. Maybe one day when I would work. Yes, my belt sander, I mean, actually it's really tucked away right now. But the belt is actually like this thin, so it makes sharpening a blade really easy. how many people live in Slab City. Full time, it's like 100 to 200. That's like in the middle of summer. Otherwise, in the winter or the season, it blows up to like 2,000, 3,000. Alright, random. Until next time. You play the knife game. I risk cutting myself doing this whole thing. I don't necessarily need to stab between my fingers. What's Slab City? It's basically like an anarchist town in Southern California. It's a pretty freaking special place. It is known as the last free place, where you don't have to pay taxes or really do anything. And depending on the crime, of course, but you can certainly go there to escape whatever you're running from. That's rough, Lily. Yeah, Random is a real person. He's the random Australian man. My manager. Yep. I want to visit SoCal and NorCal, Yosemite. Yeah, Joshua Tree is a freaking fantastic place to be. If you're in SoCal, the Slab City is very much so worth a visit. How many subscribers do you have? I think 4,000. I just started doing this like a little over 3 weeks ago. And I've gained all my subscribers since then. I have friends in Joshua Tree, that's wicked. I have family in Joshua Tree. Or miles from it. Like, you can practically see the gate from their freaking house. Look up Puerto Penasco Mexico, also known as Rocky Point. Rocky Point makes Slab City and Lake Alaska look like playground. Slab City is also a very spiritual place. And for that reason, I screenshot that and I looked deep into that. Socrates. That is the type of place I like to go to. We were in Palm Springs. I was not far from Palm Springs. I was in Slab City in July, and yeah, I saw 130 degrees. It is no freaking joke. Never seen the Cleveland. I'm not a fan of the Cleveland show. I don't not like it, but I've never dove deep into it. Hi from New Zealand. Welcome from New Zealand. Don't come here with those at the moment. Or dictator. Where is here? Where is here? 'Cause I know there's a lot of places. This is very uniquely an American thing because we're one of the few that actually allow it. Would you consider yourself an anarchist? No. Not at all. I see beauty in it, but I don't know if it's necessarily the way. Especially after experiencing it. Like, when it's 130 degrees out midsummer in the slabs, the cops are not showing up for you. At all. Canada? Oh yeah. freaking Trudeau. Ooh. What kind of bally are you flipping? It is a Haystack Jesus Devil. Slabs is Tweaker Anarchy. It's not just tweakers, but yeah. Yeah. I'd agree. With no, asking for a cigarette with no shirt. His streaming way better. I believe it, Hot Boy Danny. That sounds freaking legendary. I would probably rather watch that than this. You should actually shout out his channel so people can go see that. Drugs and anarchy find each other somehow, some way. I feel like a lot of drug users, they like the anarchy because people can't mess with them. But I don't think drugs and anarchy go hand in hand. Where are you from? I'm from Minnesota. Freaking San Diego. Have you ever been to Shop Soette in San Diego? One of my good friends works there. Or runs it. He is the man. Gas mileage 12 on a real good day. And 10 on a bad. And it is diesel. There's a difference between meth heads and pot heads. Yeah, definitely. Massive difference. Funny, when I asked where you were from, you were real rude. Really? It's very possible I read it wrong, because I don't tell people my current location, but I'll gladly share I'm from Minnesota. Sorry, Felix, he's not even a crackhead, but his ego is way too tall. You're good. You're good. Anarchy is more conductive to opening the mind than having... I totally understand what you're saying, Shock Law. It's all different souls, though, and what kind of appeals to them. Tell Gaga I say, what's up, doggy? Hey, Gaga, J-Dub says, what's up? $20 if I cruise on the highway. You get, dang, I'm hauling a whole school bus around for the same as your Highlander. I keep telling you be careful with the butterfly knife. I agree with you. I'm as careful as playing with a knife allows. Yeah, I disagree, drugs and anarchy. I can see both sides of this argument, really. And I do like hunting game. Ideally, I would not eat any more factory farm meat, but I did not go deer hunting this year, so that will not be the case for this coming year. Random, you're wild. What kind of game do you like to hunt? Well, deer obviously fill the freezer the most. I like hunting rabbits. That can be pretty easy sometimes. Squirrels is the real passion. I'm a big time squirrel hunter. Sweater's Deadly's the favorite one I got. Thanks. It's probably my warmest one I got too. Cousin stole it from you, that's rough. That's a rough one. Someone was in here one day saying they stole one from their cousin. I wonder if that was you. Did you watch Into the Wild? Of course I've watched Into the Wild. I actually have the book right here. I love Into the Wild. And that movie probably had the biggest impact on me out of every single one of them. Rough cost to build the bus. About 10,000. And that is $6,500 for buying the bus itself. What do you shoot squirrels with? I really like my Henry 22. That is the best, most exciting squirrel gun. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's not. You can do it. People can certainly do it much more expensive. Like I've seen some rigs that people put $30,000 into. And granted, they have a lot of shit that breaks and needs constant attention. But you can also do it pretty dang cheap too. For about a year and a half. Down the East Coast before I met my wife. Hey, I appreciate you, mister. The space in the school bus is so much. It is probably even more than I need, but I'm very happy. Yeah, that's a good squirrel gun. There's nothing better than hunting with a gun that makes you feel freaking cowboy. You need a CDL to drive it though in this short bus. So actually, Nick, you do not need a CDL. This is a short bus, but even the full-size buses, so long as it's like 45 feet or under, which is pretty much every single school bus you will ever find in the U.S., you do not need a CDL. You can buy it with whatever, you can drive off with it with whatever license you have now. Never been to Alaska, sadly. Yeah, the Henry 22. Henry 22 is freaking fantastic. And yes, random it is. Doing great for 3 weeks or so of practice, yeah. I'm doing alright for 3 weeks of practice. Thank you for answering that question, CC Globe. You ever considered pulling? No, I haven't. And why do bus companies make you get CDL to drive them? Well, so you're driving them commercially when you work for a school district and you drive them. So you do need a commercial driver's license. But to drive it privately, you do not need that. Okay, then, so rude. What did I miss? What did I miss, Jada? I apologize. I try not to miss people. Oh, it is live blade. It is real. I only flip reel. Do you have a Karambit too? I got one somewhere. Somewhere. Not in hand's reach, I guess. Hey, how was your Christmas? It was pretty freaking good. Got to hang out with Gaga all day. Truthfully, just like every other day, but I have an Irma lever action 22 octagonal barrel. Octagon barrel on a lever gun is the only way to go. I got out of prison tomorrow. Heck yeah, dude. Enjoy the free world. You okay? I'm better than okay. Doing pretty freaking fantastic. How long have you been doing this? What is this you referencing? The knife thing? I've been doing it for 10, almost 11 years. 11 years, some month in the spring. I have a truck driver's need a CDL to transport passengers in a commercial business. Yeah. Yep. Happy holidays, bro, from Cali. Happy holidays from my short bus. I'm a roof sleeper. Sea globe trying to cuddle. Oh. I'm a side sleeper. I wish I wasn't because one of my shoulders is kind of fricked up from it. But a side sleeper. I did do the woodwork myself. My dad did help me with the countertops because he freaking offered. Otherwise, everything else. And it's very basic. Honestly, anyone can do this. It is not a thing that took skillful woodworking. Like my skill level with woodwork is probably beyond what I did here. But the ease of repair for what I did is very high. Fricked. Yeah, fricked. Your dad must love having the house for himself. He's got a wife now. He's not by himself. And a dog. I do not pay to stay anywhere. I've actually, I mean, other than insurance and diesel and taxes for my freaking 20-year-old vehicle. Other than that, yeah, it's free. How are you doing this, Trix? Believe it or not, I actually don't need my eyes to do this. The eyes just, they're an illusion. You don't... I mean, maybe sometimes they help. But, truthfully, muscle memory can take over. And then you're just... Broken cook on a fidget spinner. Appreciate that, Tyler. Frick taxes, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you have to pay taxes for a freaking school bus? It's just a chill guy. Just a chill guy trying to lure you in the back of my bus with sourdough goods and balisong. What color is your bus on the outside? White. Most of it. Any videos where you do a bus tour? I actually have not given a real proper bus tour. What's the dog's name? Guy. That's Guy. He actually wants to go outside and bark at things right now. And since it's been a couple hours, maybe I might let him. His tail's a freaking wagging for it. And he's absolutely going to start barking immediately upon letting go. The lights won't kill the battery. These are running off of an auxiliary battery. So, I mean, they slowly drain that battery, but I shouldn't have any problems running out of power. Because the state demands it. Yeah. Guy. That's what I'm saying. White, that's prison bus color. It never was a prison bus. He has human sounding bark. Huh. You should have solar panels. I do have solar panels, Thomas. Not good ones. I would really like to upgrade them. But when you start the bus, it should charge the batteries. It actually does. I do have an isolator in here. So that also charges batteries. How much does diesel cost? Depending on where you're at in the country. Southern California can be close to $6 or even $6. Other parts of the country can be like $2.75 even. My dog is barking. Oh boy. Does he have a tether? Yes, he has a tether. During the daytime, I let him run around without, but it's nighttime, and I don't, there's other stuff around here that I don't think would be the wisest to just let him run off all freely. Doing something similar, that's nice. That's freaking exciting, Matthew. How old is Gaga? He's like 5 to 7 or something. Somewhere in there. I actually only got him in April. April of this year. You're wild, Random. Random is he knows his way around electricity, and although I have the know-how to do all that myself, he's pretty adamant that he wants a trip to the U.S. and to hang out with me. Gasoline cheaper than diesel for me recently. Depends on where you're at. Some states it is cheaper. Like Minnesota, gas is always cheaper. Some places diesel is just way cheaper. Where did you adopt Guy from? There was a guy that was fostering him in Slab City who, he got him as a complete stray in the slabs. Eventually, with YouTube money, he's going to be living in the most luxury off-grid bus ever. I'll build it myself if that's the case. I wouldn't mind money to do a bunch of crazy upgrades, but yeah, I'd still need to do everything myself, just as the fulfillment aspect of things. Yeah, the entire West Coast is not good for it. You want a dog in Slab City? That's epic. Yeah. Yeah, he's a very, very special dog. And he is fantastic at handling himself in all sorts of different situations. He's good at reading vibes. And hates meth heads. In fact, the day before I got him, he was actually dog-napped and made an escape. So he really hates meth heads. Just sit around the campfire or something. Yeah, poor guy. Also smart guy. He's crazy smart. Guy. Guy. Come here, buddy. Come on, bud. Guy. Come here. Good boy. Go up. Go up. Oh, you almost fell off, dude. Cute guy, that's right. Cute little tail wags. Oh yeah. Sometimes he wags his tail so hard his entire butt shakes. And he's a freaking cowboy. Alright, good night, Andy. Appreciate you. I appreciate the heck out of you, man. King of the counter, that's right. Like, ideally, I wouldn't let him go on the counters, and he would absolutely listen to that. But right when I got him, it was like 100 freaking 30 or... We were in Slab City during the summer, so we saw like 120 degree days, and the coolest place for him to hang out was always on the counters. So I just let him, because you can't freaking restrict the dog from anywhere he wants to go in heat like that. So he goes where he wants. He's a free boy. Yeah, he's a Slab City dog. He's as free as they get. There once was a man from Wild. Hey. What's the most dangerous trick you've done till now? I don't feel like doing it right now, but you can do you basically do a throw like that, and you catch it like this. That's a pretty sketchy one. I am back. How we doing, Ford Raptor? Guy. Go on, buddy. Now, all the way up, bro. All the way up. Get up here. You gotta stay. Stay. He is not at all going to listen. Do that one with the trainer. No. In fact, wearing a sweatshirt right now, things are going to be more difficult. It's more like a t-shirt type of trick. Oh, you should show off your mini song. I don't know where it's at. I think it's somewhere in here. I mean, here's the karambit I was looking for earlier. You're fit sick, by the way. Huh, I wear the same thing. I wear, at least when it's cold, I wear nothing but jeans and these sweatshirts. And in the summertime, I mean, obviously I have tie-dye t-shirt underneath here. But then in the summertime, it is either jeans or shorts and a t-shirt. Doing no shirt trick. Wild. Wasn't it poisoning the minds of children, being general disturbance to the city of Athens? I don't have any canned canes, brother. At what age did you start doing these tricks, and what inspired you to do so? I was 14 years old. What inspired me was, I mean, I first saw it on The Outsiders, which is why my name is 2-Bit. But then I watched a couple people, specifically Bally Freak, on Vine. And I was like, that is who I'm going to be. So then I did it. Yeah, I ain't doing that, bro. Okay, come on. By the way, love from India, love from the United States, man. Let's hear about the bus. The bus is a Chevy 3500 Duramax short bus. It is 25 feet long, out of New Jersey. When I got it, I actually I was friends with someone in the knife community, and I knew he was in New Jersey, so I was like, hey, are you anywhere near this town? And it turns out that this bus was in his school district. So he was able to check it out for me and make sure things were all freaking good. And you know, a one-way ticket and driving it all the way home. That's all it takes to make it mine. So I did that. Actually, it was on the day after my 21st birthday is when it went live on auction. And I spent 6 months specifically waiting for a Duramax short bus to go up for sale. So on my 21st, I did not drink or partake in any of the traditional things people do. Because I absolutely had to be awake to make sure I got this one. And I did. How do you charge your batteries? Solar panels. And then I do have an isolator that makes the alternator charge it. You look like Jackie Chan playing with nunchucks. If I could freaking play ping pong with this knife, just like doing things with it to smack the ping pong ball, then... Wait, that was Bruce Lee. That was Bruce Lee. Anyways, I want to be Bruce Lee. I want to be Bruce Lee with this and play ping pong, but I also don't know how to play ping pong yet. Or not with great efficiency. I can crush like a 6-year-old. But anyone who's actually played ping pong will absolutely ruin me. Do you fish? Sadly, I do not. I'm really into mushroom hunting, and that's all. They're always in season whenever the freaking fish are going, so I spend all my time doing that instead. I know quite a bit about mushroom hunting and picking berries and a lot of that realm. You know what's the world record for this? I don't know what world records there are for it. That's a good, interesting thing to look up for too. Maybe I can accomplish one. You just got a Jesus Devil for Christmas. It is the knife. It is real blade. I will talk about my bust setup once I'm to the bottom of these. You're still in the same shape as your short you posted a year ago. You're fit like Bruce Lee. Hey, Yeah, my pull-up numbers are nowhere near Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is a madman. And, it may be around 150. I'm pretty sure he's shorter and certainly more dense than me. But yeah, he can do a freak ton of pull-ups that I cannot do. You should try for the world record. I'll look into world records and see what I can do. Hey, Sea Globe. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you as well. How we doing? Isn't she lovely? Guy is right. I got that exact one. That is wicked. That's a heck of a one to start with, dude. The freaking Jesus Devil. Yeah, I played with throwing knives and tomahawks before I got into this. So similar background. Don't hate life, Hazel. Love life. There's beauty in everything. There's absolutely beauty in everything. You can try all the ninja techniques with knives. That would be interesting to look into, like an old ninja book. So the bus setup, I don't know, there's solar panels up there. I got batteries somewhere in here. Countertops, stove, propane stove and oven, propane fridge. I got a freezer right back here. Got a real nice poop bucket. There's a garbage storage right down there, that open cabinet. There's a sink. I got a pretty big water tank as well. But with the temperatures and everything, I actually do not have that functioning right now. Once I'm in warmer weather, I will certainly have that full. He really buried the hatchet. That is wild. That's wild, dude. Can you easily do 20 to 30 chin-ups? No. No. In fact, I'm pretty strict. I try to do like chest to bar. So like you're hitting right here with the bar instead of most people just like go up to here. And the numbers, like you can think you can do 18 pull-ups and then you actually try to do like full proper form ones and you realize you can only do 10 or 8. That is a very humbling moment when you fix your form. Pre-recorded. Nice try, Spooter Man. Any good mushroom recipes? Absolutely. So when the universe blesses you with a chicken of the woods mushroom, you basically just take you make fried chicken with it, or Kentucky Fried Chicken of the Woods. So your egg batter and then your flour and a whole bunch of seasonings. And you were doing pretty good. That's one of my favorite meals to provide for people. If I strike big with the mushrooms, I always try to feed some folks. It doesn't feel good to be really done like that. What do you mean? Like pull-ups? Pull-ups? I mean, it really doesn't weigh. When was the last time you weighed yourself? A couple weeks ago. It was 150. Or like 152, somewhere in there. You see the dog. Dog's name is Guy Guy. Merry late Christmas. Merry late Christmas to you as well. Show the dog. Didn't you cut yourself a lot when you started using the butterfly knife? I still cut myself a lot, Hayden. Yes. Absolutely. I'll do this. Why not? Why the freak not? That's the dog. He's being real good. What's your favorite anime? Honestly, man, I don't watch any anime. Cute dog. He is, I believe he's Cocker Spaniel and King Charles mix. But he was a stray at one point, so I'm not fully sure. That is, I asked the Cocker Spaniel Reddit if they thought he was a full Cocker Spaniel, and they said no. He's likely King Charles mix. Do you have a TV in your bus? I do not. No TV. Just the phone. It looked like some samurai from anime. Thank you. His name is Gaga. He's certainly a dude. What state are you located in? Hayden, I am lost in the free state right now, or in the flow state right now. We're trying to be. I don't necessarily like giving out locations, like specific. Israel or Palestine. Stop fighting. That's what side I'm on. Of course, yeah, I really want to visit India. I've only ever heard great things about that. Damn, you're sick with that thing. I appreciate it. I can't even go find you. There's some crazy people out here. I don't necessarily have the need to disclose that. I'll give you past locations, but does it even have a blade, Alex Jones? Alex Jones, spit us some crazy conspiracy. It does have a blade. USA, that's what I'm saying, Spooter Man. Can I donate? I'd really prefer, I mean, people can if I really brought value to their night, but I don't want money. I'm just here to share the love for the blade. If you don't have, you need a gun, buddy. Okay, B. You think this is what I would grab? That's more than okay, Spooter Man. That is more than okay. What's your favorite Indian food? I don't know. I pretty much only eat my own food that I make. I don't know. What is an Indian food that tastes good? I probably like it. Cleo finished eating? Heck yeah, dude. Adam Camp. I'm welcome to hear conspiracy theories from you, but I wanted to hear from Alex Jones himself, most specifically. Grilled cheese. Ryan knows what the freak is up. Put the training blades away and do it with some real ones, babe. Sarah. I don't have training blades. Favorite type of music or instrumental type? Music, I like the bands. The bands you can sing along to. Instrumental? A freaking violin is so freaking fantastic. Actually, on second thought, you might want to keep that safety plate on. Sarah. I only play with the real boys. I've been doing vertical all day long. I need to do some more horizontal things. Go to India and let you be my host? I would absolutely do that. One day I will be in India. I don't know when. It might be 20 years from now. But I will absolutely try to make it to India. That is a bucket list location for me for sure. Alright. I said more freaking horizontal stuff. So let's do horizontal things. Actually need to do this. I believe I cannot read comments right now, so I have to do a thing so that I can read them. By going to my own channel. Yeah, there you go. Dang, I missed a lot of freaking messages. Hey, I appreciate you, random. Do you like Spyderco? I do. They're the best folding knives, in my opinion. You want to go also to India in the bus? That'd be something. I see you stab something. Nope. You'd be one hell of a yo-yo master, I bet. I used to be into yo-yos. We'll see. I have some influences in my life now that maybe I explore some of that a little bit again. What's your favorite type of knife? Balisong, obviously. Certainly this one. You win. I'm in a freaking school bus, Adam. You look like you re-upped the meth supply. Wild. The drug rugged hoodie makes all wet and bothered. Sarah. You're funny. Israel, Palestine, me, Africa. That's how I'll answer that from now on. I like that. Cold or warm? Cold. Is that sharp? It is sharp, Dakota. I certainly do not want to make a mistake. Jack. Oh. Trump team. Don't call the cops on me. Northwoods, Cali. You're wild. You drive it all around. If so, the wheels on this bus do in fact go round and round all through the town. And I've been on the road for a full year now. I'm just playing with you. Good. I don't want to deal with the cops. I'm literally not even doing anything wrong, but I'd rather just not deal with them. You ever seen any weird supernatural shit in the woods? Yeah. Are you that guy who was eating grilled cheese with his dog? I am. That is me, Lotus. Welcome back. This is the regular content. But I am in fact going to make sourdough or banana bread French toast here in a little bit. In fact, I'm probably gonna do this stream for another 5 minutes and then I will end it and be back in 10 minutes to freak with some banana bread French toast and enlighten some souls. What supernatural stuff have you seen in the woods? You think that shit's easy to explain, brother? How we doing, Lucas? I used to heat a 300 square foot apartment just by cooking twice a day. It's not hard to stay warm. Yeah. Yeah, if I turn my oven on, I don't need to run a heater or anything. Do you stay at campgrounds? I do not pay for places to stay, actually. Bring the banana bread French toast. My pants are off. I'm already wild. I do live in a bus. What knife you would use to make pancakes? Answer, batter knife. Wow. Hope you enjoy your banana bread. I will enjoy my banana bread. Hell yeah, the banana bread French toast. You guys know what is up. You guys, you know what is up. Like the beach or the mountains. I like the mountains, but it's wintertime, so the beach. Lucas, I already said your name. Welcome. I got family from Finland. Where do you get your electric from? Solar panels and my alternator. Chill. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I would ask any last minute questions you got for me. I will take like a 10-minute break and be back to make some sourdough French toast here. Or sourdough banana bread French. I don't have to say sourdough, it's banana bread French toast. But that is my Christmas gift to you all. I'm going to enlighten all the souls about just how wonderful banana bread French toast is. What breed is your dog? I believe he has a Cocker-Real, so Cocker Spaniel and King Charles. Favorite childhood movie? How old of a child? The answer is different. Like The Fox and the Hound is like a real young child, or like Power Rangers movie. Or older child, it was certainly Into the Wild. Is it sourdough though? It is sourdough banana bread. It absolutely is sourdough banana bread. How many jerks per day? I am free from that shit. So none. None, and I would encourage anyone else to free themselves from that whole thing. No bacon, sadly. I'm not the biggest fan of salads. The best thing you can do with salad is like adding oil and nuts and actually tasty things. Love that movie. That's right. That's the best movie. You ever run across bobcats? No. I've seen one in person. I've tried to hunt bobcats, and to no avail. I do not fish. Home Alone, I have not. Well, I haven't in years. Damn, my man. You don't win friends with salads? Yeah. You not. Yeah, salads are great for weight loss. If you're already 150, you don't have to. Yeah. Yeah, if I eat a salad, I have to add like crazy calorie dense things to it, like nuts. Chris McCandless, that's right, Adam Camp. Nice reggae hoodie. It's funny, the stoner comments are so much more common. Reggae, that's actually the right thing to say. Usually people just call it the like stoner colors. But thank you. Jack Sparrow with long hair. Wild. I haven't heard that before. I've never had your salad. What do you do to fix up a salad, Dixon, to actually make it taste good? Because I bet you it's adding all this shit that is not healthy. And I have certainly eaten my fair share of salads. And for that reason, it is not my favorite. It's like, I don't know. The fruit salad is pretty dang good. I love fruit salad. That's actually what I miss most about not being home for Christmas, is my mom's fruit salad. You want to add some nuts to your salad? Of course. Some like freaking cashews. Of course, it is a real one. What do you do apart from YouTube? I assume you're talking about jobs for money. I was a meat cutter and a pizza delivery boy for years. Dixon tosses the salad real well. Wild. Wild, brother. Hippie rags. Mom's food is always the best. That is absolutely right. There's no one that will ever beat Mom's food. Bro, that's real badass. I appreciate that. Yeah. Appreciate that. Favorite dish? I'm going to make it here shortly. Freaking banana bread French toast. Or steak. Flat iron steak specifically. I like the taste of those the most out of all the steaks. And sunny side up eggs as the sauce. The egg yolk is the only steak sauce you ever really need. Acoustic or restarted? Definitely restarted. But yeah, so my phone is about to die, so I'm gonna charge it for like 15 minutes. And then I will be back doing a live stream. That the knife shit will not be the center focus point. It will be French toast. Specifically banana bread French toast. And I'm gonna enjoy the freak out of it. And I hope it enlightens a few souls on the way of the banana bread French toast. So cottage cheese is gross. Alright, bye. Yep. Bye, Lily. I'll be back. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everyone had a very happy and blessed day. I will be back.